I accidentally said I'd turn the star quarterback gay, and he was right behind me. You ever feel your soul leave your body in shame and just hover above, judging you? Yeah, mine did that the moment I said I'd bend Caleb Carter like Beckham. Out loud. In a bar. With him behind me. I was drunk on gin, bitterness, and the illusion of anonymity. Let me rewind. It was the second Thursday of senior year, and I had no business being in that grungy off-campus bar with my friends from the Queer Lit Club. It smelled like regret and spilt tequila, and the bartender clearly hated us, but it was the only place that didn't card aggressively and had a jukebox with Britney and Beyoncé. That night, I was on my third drink and in my most sarcastic, self-destructive mood. "He's straight as a damn ruler," my best friend Mason said, watching Caleb Carter laugh across the bar with his football goons. "You're wasting your time." "Please," I scoffed, too loud. "Give me a weekend and I'll bend that quarterback like—" I didn't even get to finish the Beckham metaphor, because Mason's eyes widened in horror, and I felt that tingling on the back of my neck, like someone had just pointed a sniper rifle of fate right at me. I turned around, slowly, and there he was, Caleb Carter. 6-foot-something, muscles like Greek sculpture, the smile of a teen drama villain, and he was staring right at me. Not angry, not even confused, just amused, like a lion who'd found an injured deer that thought it was a wolf. "Bend me, huh?" he said with a lazy smirk. Then he walked off just like that, leaving my dignity in pieces. And that should have been the end of the story. But it wasn't, because the next morning, he found me on campus outside my 8 a.m. American Lit class, leaned against the door like he belonged in a cologne ad. "You got plans Friday?" he asked like it was a dare. I laughed, nervous. "You asking to get bent quarterback?" He grinned. "I'm asking if you're all talk." The thing is, I thought it was a joke. I thought he was going to humiliate me, maybe string me along, get a laugh with his teammates. I'd seen those movies. Gay boy wants the straight guy? That never ends well. But Friday came, and I showed up. I shouldn't have, but I did. He took me to a Korean barbecue place. Like, an actual date. He held doors, laughed at my sarcastic jokes, even wiped sauce off my lip with his thumb. And I kept waiting for the punchline, for him to get bored, for someone to jump out and yell, "Gotcha, faggot." But it never came. And when he walked me home, he didn't ask to come in. He just looked at me, really looked, and said, "I've never done this before." I asked, "This?" He shrugged. "Let a guy get close." By week 3, I'd stopped joking about bending him, mostly because I was the one falling. He wasn't just a quarterback. Caleb read Toni Morrison. He watched sad French films in his dorm. He wrote poetry he never showed anyone. He'd been kissed once before a drunk dare in freshman year that haunted him, not because it was a guy, but because it meant something. "I didn't even know what it meant," he said, lying next to me on my bed. "But it felt more real than anything I've had with girls." He didn't label himself. I didn't ask him to. But the nights got longer, his touches more familiar. And I told myself I was okay with being his secret. Until I wasn't. Because secrets feel romantic until you're ducking behind lockers and pretending your hand just happened to brush his. Until he walks past you in public like you're a stranger, and then kisses you breathless in private, like he's starving for something he's too scared to name. Came to a head at the homecoming party. He showed up with a girl, blonde, cheer captain, predictably gorgeous. I wasn't even invited. Mason dragged me there, and I saw her on his arm, saw the tight smile he wore like a mask. I turned to leave, but he saw me, followed me out, grabbed my wrist just outside the house. "Don't walk away. You're here with someone else. She doesn't mean anything." "But I do." I laughed, bitter. "Only when no one's watching." He didn't say anything, so I did. "You're a coward, Caleb." And I left. I didn't cry until I got home. And even then, I hated myself for it. I ignored him for a week. No texts, no calls. Until he showed up outside my dorm at 2 a.m., rain-soaked and shivering. "I told her," he said, voice raw. I blinked. "What?" "I told her the truth. That I'm not in love with her. He hesitated. That there's someone else. A guy. You. I didn't say anything. He stepped closer. You scare the shit out of me, but I'd rather be terrified with you than live half a life pretending. People talked. Of course they did. The football team lost 2 games. Rumors flew. Someone called me the F word in the dining hall. But Caleb didn't back down. He held my hand at lunch. He kissed me after his games. He read one of his poems aloud at open mic night, one about aching for something forbidden and finding salvation in soft eyes and sharp tongues. It was messy, but it was real. And real beats perfect any day. It's been a year since then. He's applying to grad school now, literature of all things. I still tease him about it. He teases me back about how I manifested our entire relationship by drunkenly bragging. We tell that bar story at parties sometimes. He always chimes in, "Best accidental pickup line I've ever heard." I roll my eyes and say, "You weren't supposed to hear it." And he always answers the same way, "Best thing I ever did." And sometimes when we're lying on the couch, his head in my lap, soft music playing, and the rest of the world fading out, I think, maybe I didn't bend him. Maybe we just found the shape we were both meant to be. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.